Hey, everybody, we are live on everywhere.
What's
Got
up?
Cody here, back in the building. We're live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. So give us a shout out, like us, subscribe, follow us. We do this morning chat every morning at around 8:30 to 9 o'clock, giving you some great investment advice and what we can for you guys. I hope you guys can like and share and get this out there. So,
Yeah,
got
for sure. Keep
Cody
spreading.
here. We're going to talk about XRP and Bitcoin.
Oh yeah. So right now we're seeing the XRP volume still high. I mean, it's always been high throughout, even throughout
Mhm.
this bear market. We're still at like a $800 million volume, which is still very nice. But we had this weekend slowdown, and usually during the weekends, that's
Mhm.
when we're low on volume. So yeah, XRP, like you said to me, is just,
Hey, what's up there? How's it going? Sorry, Cody, didn't cut you off.
oh, you're good.
Hey, how's it going? What you got for us? Oh no, unless you can ship it to us. All right, you got something to say about XRP and Bitcoin? XRP and Bitcoin. That's what we're talking about today. Morning chat every morning on investments and everything. Yep. Hey, well, we'll take a look into it, but yeah, right now we're getting people's opinion on XRP versus Bitcoin. All right, good luck to you. All right. All right, sorry to cut you off, Cody. Hey, like I said, we do it live. If you want to join in, just join in and ask your questions. We're here to help. But
No, like I was saying though, is when you last stream, I think you said when
mhm,
last stream we did that XRP to you is like money because of how quick it moves
yeah,
and how efficient it is. I mean, you have other platforms like Hedera. A lot of people say Hedera is a great alternative and it's faster and it's better, but XRP Ledger to me has a lot more going for it in terms of reputation and partnerships and on-demand liquidity. So, I mean, Hedera is great, but when it comes to XRP, I mean, XRP is leading the way when it comes to like enterprise solutions and all that.
yeah, XRP. I think is just going to be currency. I don't think I know a lot of Bitcoin maxis are talking about it being the solution to everything and also currency. It's going to be hard to trade Bitcoin for currency if the value just keeps raising and you got to kind of give smaller slices. That's where I think XRP is going to come in and it's going to be available for everyone. It's going to have more of a stable price, but uh,
People talk about that tokenomics of it too, how there's like 50
mhm,
billion in circulation and 100 billion max supply. That I actually think that the supply of XRP is a great thing because it can't run out so quickly. Like yeah, it has a max supply, but the max supply is pretty high to where it can still be used as currency and not like, oh, it's so scarce to where nobody wants to send it. But at the
yeah,
same time,
exactly.
it can still go up in value. Like I still seeing it go back to all time high. Like this is not what everybody should listen to and take my word for it, but I see it definitely going to all time high or a lot higher next bull run too.
Yeah,
If we get another bull run.
yep, yep, and that's just going to be a tough thing. I still think Bitcoin's going to get to 100,000 just because
Oh
it's
yeah, that's
more
inevitable.
in it. But I don't know where people because I think the last one said a Bitcoin to 100,000 in a year. I was like, that's impossible. But
No,
you have to
some
see.
people said a million in 90 days, and that shit sounded
Yep.
ridiculous.
But Stolen V, if you know the future, I don't, but if you can help me out, I would love to make some prediction trades. Uh, Definitely around Bitcoin because everybody seems to got their future prediction. End of this year, Bitcoin's probably going to be. It's either going to be if we start with a bull run around 35,000, or it's going to be down in the around 18,000. It depends. And
Here's what
if
I think is going to happen. You know, we got June around the corner. We got summertime coming. And if you look at throughout the history, you know, interest in this market, you know, drops in the summertime. We have like a summer lull. And summer 2019, that was a pre-halving year. And in the summertime, interest like weaned off. Like a lot of people lost interest in the summertime. And then
yep.
when it came around that end of the 2019 slash when COVID started, like when that pandemic hit and all them prices started dropping, that's when everybody started catching interest. So I think this summer we're gonna definitely see volume drop like crazy. Like volume's gonna drop like
Mhm.
crazy. We could see like low 20Ks around there, but that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's definitely going it's going to be trading sideways for
I'd say
the next
about 5 6 months.
yeah, probably till the end of the year. Uh I just don't see a lot of activity going back and forth. A lot of the main ones that are in my portfolio, Dot, Atom, and what we got, uh, XRP and Quant, their volumes are dropping a little bit.
Oh yeah. Speaking of dot, you know, I'm enjoying the staking rewards I've been getting off of it. I did the math, and I think in the past month I've gotten like 7 dot in the past month, which is
Mhm.
pretty decent because at all time high, you do 55 times 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dot hasn't even dropped below its original market cap
Well,
that
see,
it ICO, so it still
its
has a lot of
IPO was
potential.
originally at 30 cents, 29 cents. And then
Mhm.
I guess they had more auctions for private investors. And I think it, I think last ICO was at like $2 or a dollar. Yeah, $2, somewhere around there.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna stay at around, just under 6 or just at 650 for the next few. Give me a second. Oh,
You know, Polkadot's having a lot of events too. They were at ETH Denver, which I
mhm,
don't know if y'all know about ETH Denver, but they're actually having an event. I forgot in what country, but it's
mhm.
outside of the U.S. So they're also having a bunch of events too that you can learn a lot about, you know, Polkadot and what's going on for it.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Binance. They have exited out of, Canada, or are in the process of getting out of Canada because it's not looking too good for them in regulation area in that
Hmm.
area, but also Binance has a lot of staking involved. I just noticed it scrolling through the app. If you
Yep.
guys haven't noticed, you got quite a bit of staking involved in there, and that might be why they're exiting out because a lot of governments are cracking down on staking, which is unfortunate because it's a good way for you guys to earn some money, especially grow your portfolio just off of staking if you can't dollar cost average in as frequently as you would like. But hey, guys, if you want to add, just join in. Yeah, try join in through TikTok, or I put the link in the description in YouTube. You can join the live, ask any questions, or just comment here, ask any questions.
You
And
know,
we're more than happy to help.
I wonder. You were talking about how like the SEC they're cracking down on staking and all that. I wonder how it's going to be for bigger projects like Polkadot and Atom. You know, ETH.
Yeah, but if Ginsler gets out, then staking's going to come back. I think the regulations are going to start changing. I will think that they will start regulating uh, the stable coins a little more and Bitcoin. All these other derivative products for Bitcoin, I think they'll start regulating those because they don't seem to be doing nothing but causing people to lose a lot of money on those.
You mean like the hard forks?
Yeah, well, also like like all the financial derivative products, the shorting and betting of Bitcoin. Although if it does become a commodity, then you'll be able to do more with it on there, and there'll be more shorting, trading, and everything. But then it gets put onto the it gets put onto the exchange in Chicago, so that might help if it does get regulated. But XRP still has we still got that case going on, even though it's looking more and more like XRP is going to win it.
Yeah, it does look like, but I still see a settlement. I think a settlement is the most likely scenario. They got to reach a settlement because regardless, you know how the SEC is. They
Hmm.
want to make it seem like they won no matter what. They got to make some type of win out of this.
Yeah,
And if you look at the SEC, like they have a huge success rate too. So
yeah, it's they usually do have a huge success rate, but with crypto and the way Ginzer was handling it, I think a lot of people are going to
oh yeah, I saw people
people are
put
going to
Gensler on the hot seat. Like
yeah.
they were saying, like Gensler tries to be like people's daddy and stuff, and he's not. He hasn't even like tried to do anything to protect quote unquote American investors, and he's just pathetic at what he does. I mean, I was watching all of that, and he had no idea what to say. He was just on the hot seat.
Yep. Yeah, it's there was no way that because the more he kept talking about crypto and how he's going to regulate and how it came out like he is definitely playing favorites. This is just my opinion. He's playing favorites into who he's interacting with, and the fact that he was interacting so much with FTX and Sam Bankman or SBF, it is uh it is a little crazy there.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like
Hey Brian, what's up? You in class? Hey, what's up? You got something to say with about XRP versus Bitcoin? Yeah, hey. All right. Hey, join in if you got a question. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you guys have. Um but yeah, if Ginsler gets removed as the head of the SEC and you get someone in there that's a little younger, more willing to do the research on crypto, that would definitely change the game. But this case is about to get closed out for XRP.
Oh yeah, it's been going on 3 years. In December, this started in December 2020, so it's been going on for almost 3 years.
Yep. And it's also, if anyone hasn't known, Ripple just got into just did a partnership with the World Bank settlement.
Oh yeah,
So it's like there's so much value in Ripple, whereas Bitcoin is just kind of sitting there. No one's really handled a lot of the problems that no one has resolved the problems with Bitcoin yet. But Bitcoin is a store of value, and that is definitely something that is going to hold the crypto markets up.
Tether's banking on that next bull run too.
Yeah, yeah. Tether's also banking on that, and they're hoping Bitcoin rises up. But if Bitcoin stays stagnant in the beginning, then that could really hurt them.
Hmm.
But that's where I think once this case is done with the XRP, I think stablecoins will start buying XRP
Oh
for it.
yeah, and I think that could be a catalyst for a
Mhm.
market uptrend for sure, especially with
Oh,
what's going on.
definitely, definitely.
XRP has a lot of potential. I mean, I'm just looking at it too, and like, there's no way it's a security. Like, I've done
Mhm.
so much research on it. There's just absolute no way it's a security.
Yeah, and even Bitcoin, I don't think is a security either. I view it more like a commodity, like either gold, oil, or something like that. But let's take a look at Bitcoin's volume today because it got over 27,000 again, and the volume, yeah, it's about 13 billion. And a couple days ago, it was like almost 30 billion in volume being traded. So it's definitely for some reason the whole market's slowing down a little bit today, but you also got to realize we're getting into the summer. The retail investors are losing interest. The big guys have already placed their bets. If they were betting in crypto, they've already placed their bets for the year. So volume is going to go down. So what this volume really is just a lot of dollar cost averaging going on, and individual crypto investors that are watching the markets buying a little bit, but it's still a good time to buy because if you're buying at 27,000, it gets over 100,000. You made quite a bit. You made
Oh
quite a
yeah,
bit of money off of it.
and at the all-time high, even last bull run, at the peak of last bull run, the whole market as a whole had $100 billion volume.
Yeah, so even XRP right now is up 93% on 24-hour volume, 665 million, which is pretty decent, but it's down from if you look back at it 2 or 3 days ago, it's down from that because it was close to like 800 at one point. But there was a lot of sell volume in the last couple days. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna get myself some XRP today. Probably put in another 5K in. Although now keep in mind, guys, I've been investing in Bitcoin or not Bitcoin, XRP when it was around like 92 cents, 93 cents. And as it's been dropping, I've been buying more. So, I'm comfortable with my loss, but it's still about 20% of my portfolio. But I keep seeing buy signals. So I keep buying. So I don't know what it's going to end up being at the end of this week. It might end up jumping back up to 25% of my portfolio, but it's kind of hard for me not to be enticed by these low prices.
Especially with quant, quant's at 107, 108.
Oh yeah.
108 is a good buy, and especially when we first got around on quant, it was around 200. So
Yeah, it was over 200 because I first started getting into it when it was like 230, bouncing between 230 and 250. But right now it's sitting at 107 with 15 million volume.
it's been staying at that same volume too.
I mean, it's been sitting there for quite a bit for the last week or so, and we kind of been spiking around there. But I'm kind of hoping we get back to where we spiked up to is like around 150, and even got I think as high as 200 in the past year. But last year, August was a good time to buy it. Like I told you guys last year, it was under 50. It was like around $50, under $100. It was a good time to buy. I don't think we'll see those prices again. Now that I keep analyzing and looking at it, I don't think we're going to see those prices again for a while, if at all.
Yeah, because in January we were at 33 cents. Or it was around that.
Okay, Cody. Yeah, we got a request here. Sorry if I pronounce your thing, Mercy's Frenchies. What about AVAX? Yeah, let's take a look at AVAX here. I haven't been really paying attention to AVAX too much, other than just looking at its highs and lows over each week. Let me take a look here at AVAX. Let me pull that up. Cody, have you done much research on AVAX or
I
Avalanche?
actually, I actually don't hold any. Um, I've done research on it, but me personally, I'd rather buy ETH or DOT over Avalanche. That's just me.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that, Cody. I would rather get ETH over this. However, if you're wanting to hedge your bet against ETH for whatever reason, you could get a little bit of Quant and Avalanche
Yeah,
here.
not only that, Avalanche was good last bull run, but I feel like with layer twos like Arbitrum and all that other stuff getting really popular, I don't really see a need for the AVAX token. I could be wrong, but I
Mhm.
don't see much need for it, especially with other, layer twos coming out.
But I will say this. I will say this. It hasn't gone below its initial coin offering. It's been holding strong in the $15 to $20 region. So if you wanted to buy into it and make some money, there is money there to be made. Because if a bull
Oh
run
yeah.
happens and you're in at $15 and it goes back up to 120 or 140, then you're gonna make a considerable amount of profit. But I wouldn't put more than 5% of my portfolio into it because it's one of those projects that it could make or break, or it could disappear during this stagnation between the bull and bear fights.
And guys, yeah, any of these alts can,
Oh,
Dot can, XRP can, Quant can,
hold on, Cody. Let me answer his question. Hey, Frenchies, we were talking about Avalanche, AVAX here. So you just kind of caught right back in for us. But hey, like and subscribe and share so more people can get involved in on this. But yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead, Cody.
Um, shoot, what was I saying?
Something about Dot.
Oh, but I was saying, any of these coins, yeah, any of these projects can, lose traction and lose popularity too. So you got to keep that in
Mhm.
mind.
Yeah, but keep remember, Franchi, that this is and there's no worries. We all have some connection problems. It's the struggle stream over here. We You want to keep in mind that any of these projects could go to zero just because of lack of interest, developers moving, things not working out the way they seem. Kind of like Solana. I'm still surprised Solana after like what was it, five five crashes is still valued to people. But like I said, you have to analyze the volume that's being traded, how many people are buying versus selling, and what's going on with the project and the community. If there's a lot of developers, a lot of new things going on, a lot of great things going on, you will then it's probably a good thing to invest in. And Polkadot is good too. It's definitely a good. I have Polkadot as well, and I think it's a good thing to help you fight inflation in fiat currency because all I've done is make money off of that.
And staking rewards can be good. That passing money into your portfolio too.
Exactly. Exactly. And you could always take out what's your profits from Dot and move it into Quant, ETH, or Bitcoin, or whichever ones that you're interested in. So, but that's all I got on Avalanche. It's a good hedge if you want to hedge to ETH, but I don't think ETH is going to go anywhere
No,
anytime soon. Let me get a second here.
people have been calling for that for a long time, but it hasn't happened.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Just kind of had to. I am at work. I do own two businesses and lots of random calls coming in. No, but go on, uh, Cody, because I think I've said everything I wanted to say about XRP and Bitcoin. Like I'm invested in both, and Bitcoin is a majority of my um of my holdings, and I really think that shine. You can definitely make a lot of money, even if you're just doing Bitcoin and ETH. Which is if you're new to crypto and in crypto investing, that's probably a good way to go. XRP is a little bit of a risk. I got a substantial amount of money in risk. I also invested in Ripple on Link2, which is if you can qualify to be an accredited investor, which usually means have a million or more of assets outside of your home. That is also a very good thing to do, and that's where I get a lot. That's where I got a lot of my XRP. Is they usually give a bunch for if you invest at least a minimum of 10K into Ripple. Um, been in Frenchie says understand I've been in the NFT game a little bit, but took a break since it all kind of took a dump. Yeah, NFTs had a huge run and then a huge dump, but I never really paid attention to it. So,
Same.
well, hey, it's okay to take L's. Investing is all about. You're most likely if you do 10 choices in investing, you might lose 8 out of the 10 times, but the other two you win, and that's how you make money, especially if you're doing bigger bets. There's a lot of people I've invested into their own businesses, and I think in the first year, only one of them is really succeeding. I think it's like the other like 24 are not. But it's like sometimes you lose the money, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get it. I guess we lost Cody there. Gotta invite him back in. Um,
Sorry about that. There, I just
No
got.
worries, no worries. So you just gotta be careful what you take, but never invest more than what you are comfortable in losing.
For sure, and that's what a lot of people miss on too.
There we go, Frenchie. That's the way to go. Stake and let your dollar cost averaging in get you some money back. Luckily for me, I got into Atom at the right time because I remember it was like $7 for a while, and I got in a lot, and my staking while it was seven has been increasing about like a dot a month at the time, and now it's like I think I'm like point 0.5 dot a day now off of it. But I stake through crypto.com DeFi wallet. Cody here I know stakes right through the Nano Ledger. He's big on hard wallet, and I definitely would recommend.
Oh yeah.
So, and then we're not paid sponsors. We just recommend a hard wallet because,
Oh, I use my ledger. I've had my ledger for 2 years, and my ledger still runs perfectly fine. You know.
Mhm.
And not only that, I use it to stake my dot on because you have to have a certain amount of dot to stake it. If you want to stake on your ledger, you have to have like 360, and I have
Yeah.
about 500. So I'm able to stake it on my Nano, no problem. I don't have to worry about an exchange, going
Yeah.
bankrupt.
Hmm. And that way you don't ever get your money seized up. And I know a lot of people got left their money on FTX, something like $9 billion worth of crypto left on FTX, which is now in limbo. So, uh,
Fun fact. The reason why BitBoy doesn't talk about Polkadot anymore is because he had like $400,000 worth of dot sitting on Voyager, and he lost it all.
yep,
That's
yep.
why he didn't talk about it.
Yeah, I'd be a little upset about that, but that was a perfect example of a mistake, and that you shouldn't make those mistakes and leave it on there. I mean, I'm not the most tech savvy person, but it is pretty straightforward, and there are a lot of other YouTube videos about transferring your crypto off exchanges and onto your wallets. Now, I use Arculus and the Crypto.com DeFi wallet, so I have my passwords and everything, and it's physically on my phone. And since I use my phone everywhere and I carry it everywhere, that's where I want to do. And yeah, there's and Frenchies, there's a lot that I wish I had joined into. There was a lot of cryptos that I wish I gotten into while I was doing it. But hey, sometimes you can't be in everything. You can only make the best educated decision that you can get. But I still think if you just do the basics like Bitcoin and ETH, you will definitely make out. I just don't leave it on the exchange because those are the most valuable tokens and the ones that hackers want the most. So make sure it's in your wallet and never share your wallet address with anyone. Don't post it online. Don't share it with anyone unless if you're doing like a transaction face to face with someone and you're using one of those wallet share apps. But don't don't give it away on online or anything like that. It's the easiest way to lose everything.
Oh yeah, fun fact, on Telegram. Telegram's probably one of the easiest ways as well because if you join a Telegram, let's say you join like a chain link Telegram channel,
Hmm.
somebody can literally make a Telegram account with that same username, chain link Telegram channel, and they could DM you. And by the way, if anybody DMs you first, it's automatically a scam, but they can make their account look just like the group chat, look just like the
Yep.
admin, and they could send you a link to where you enter in your seed phrase, and then you're screwed because you enter it in your seed phrase.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Frenchie says he has Telegram too, and there's definitely a lot of scammers on there.
Oh yeah.
When the economics of the world is going to chaos, scammers come out the quickest because everybody's trying to look for a get rich quick scheme, and they're falling flat on this because these scammers know exactly what buttons to hit. They come at you at your most desperate time, and then they steal everything.
That's an interesting point to make. I never thought about it like that. When the world's going to shambles, when the economy's going into shambles, people are desperately looking for ways to make money. And because of that hunger, the scammers are actually making a bunch of money. Scammers are banking.
Oh yeah. Just think about it this way. Bernie Madoff, his most of his deposits were made right after economic crisis. So,
Yeah.
like when the 2001 bubble popped, that's when all the hedge funds went to him. He didn't get caught until there was a real crisis in 2008, and everybody just wanted cash, and he didn't have it, and that's the only reason why he got caught.
Sheesh.
Even though he should have been caught a long time ago, because anyone like that, I would instantly check the trade volume and say, like, there's no way maintaining that profit ratio, he would not have affected the markets.
Did he get prison time or what?
Yeah, he got they basically gave him like 1,000 years in prison. He died in prison.
Whew.
I think he died like 2 years ago, 2, 3 years ago.
Damn.
So, so yeah, um, yeah, I know we were a little late on the stream. Not a lot to go on there. Yesterday was pretty good. Had a lot of talk about portfolio management and businesses, because Sundays are our open forum. I just do it at the start. We start at 9:30 on Sunday. We usually go for about an hour. Ask anything from helping set up a business, anything like that, or just your crypto questions, investment questions, real estate questions. As you know, our backgrounds is I own a moving company, transportation company, detailing company. I have investments in a lot of other people's companies, and I own real estate, and we're going to get big in real estate next year when the whole market crashes. But I also have a lot in crypto and stocks and everything, mostly in stocks. I have more in stocks than crypto. Cody here has gotten me into crypto, and it's been a wild ride ever since. But we're pretty much coming to the end of this here because there wasn't much to talk about. And I,
Oh yeah, real estate's my big goal. That's why I'm so heavily hedged into this market right now. So I can use, that profit to get into real estate. That's one of my
Mhm.
big goals.
Oh man, but I do see it. If you're looking to get into real estate and other investment avenues, this the end of this year is going to be the time about getting into real estate, because all the people that invested in Airbnbs and listening to gurus and all that stuff, they got APY loans. Their nice homes are about to go on the market under bank owned. So the best way to get those properties, I would walk right into the bank and get them. Get walk into the bank and go to the mortgage department and get the bad debt homes and see if they'll sell them to you before they go to auction. Sometimes it's a good way to do it, especially if you know somebody that works in a bank. That's why I said yesterday, get a good relationship with your bank, because if they have bad debt, they might give it to you, especially if you're one of their top clients, or if you're building up to be their top client. But with that said, well, Cody, what are your thoughts on the crypto market right now? What do you see happening in the next couple months?
Oh, the Bulls have been winning right now. The Bulls have been coming on top. We need to see the Bears come in, and the Bears are going to come in eventually.
Mhm.
Just give it some time. 27 to 30,000 still a little too high. It's it's definitely a little too high,
Mhm.
but I'm not gonna be surprised when 21,000 comes around, and we see Ether start going back down to about 1100,000.
Mhm.
It needs to go home, and a lot of people calls its home price around 800, $800. That's like a fair price for it, which I actually agree with. And if it goes that low, though, I mean, I can't see it staying that low for that long, because I remember what happened in June of last year with ETH. We went to 850, and it didn't take long before it got balled up so much to where it just
Oh
jumped
yeah.
back into the 1,000. It didn't
Oh
take
yeah.
long at all, and
Yeah,
it
it
went back
shot
to
right
the
back up there. I don't think it will get down to 800 anytime soon. I think in the next 2 months, it's probably going to be down to like 1,200. But whether it's 800, 1,200, 1,500, 1,700, I still think it's a good buy,
It's
because
still a good buy.
in the middle of the next bull run, it could get up to 10,000, because so many people are like ETH on everything, and the staking went up to 8%. So the value is going to go up because more
Oh,
people are going to hold it and stake it. I mean, 8%. Right now, inflation's dropping back down to the 4.5 to 5% range. So you're going to be people are going to be attracted to staking in ETH and trying to make as much money as they can.
oh yeah, I get about 9.3% staking in DOT after
Mhm.
inflation and everything.
Yep, and it's about the same with Atom too. But my prediction is I think Bitcoin's going to stay above 20,000. I don't think it's going to drop below. I think September, if it is going to drop below 20,000, it will be September, and it'll probably drop below. I'd say probably get to around 17. I don't
Oh
think we'll
yeah.
see 15. I think 17 is going to be a fair price for it in and around the September area. And then that's going to be the ignition for the bull run because then retail investors are going to start noticing it. More people are getting into it. I mean, I'm hearing more conversations about it just in general populace about crypto, Bitcoin, ETH, and even a little bit of XRP. So I have a feeling this bull run is going to take off even stronger than the previous one because retail investors have all the power. And that's where people forget. It's not really the big institutions. Yes, the big institutions provide, I should say, a sense of security because if they're investing, then most people will follow them. But retail investors have most of the money. Like just like when people say, well, the middle class supports everything, and it really does. And it kind of supports investing too, because you want that. If like another 40 or 50 million people get into crypto for just standard retail investment, it's going to skyrocket. But then you're going to have more stabilization of prices because there's more transactions, more people, more demand, and it's going to the buy and the sell are going to balance out more. That's just my thought. But I think that's going to happen like 2025. I think people are going to be I think people are going to be around that time looking for life-changing events for their financial freedom, and I think the catalyst will be crypto that
Yeah,
comes and Web
I'll be
3.
around 24 that time.
Yep.
It's gonna be crazy.
So I would definitely say get in now. Usually, right now I'm about ready to dollar cost average into XRP, Atom, my Crow token because I have not been really putting much money into Crow, just kind of sitting there as well as ETH. Bitcoin, I'm just kind of leaving alone. I sold when it was like it was under 20,000 when I was really getting into it. Once it hit around 25,000, I sold half of it and just kind of not put back into Bitcoin yet. So, but you never know. It's like you got to look at the charts and the graphs, and it's got to make sense to you. If you don't understand or feel like it's a good time to buy, then don't buy. Like,
Exactly. Right now, a lot of people would disagree with me, but right now I'm buying into quant for the next 2 months. For the rest of this month and for the rest of next month, I'm buying strictly quant, so I can build my position back up.
mhm. And there is one coin I'm looking at. It's Sui. I mispronounced it in the video that's going to drop later tonight on YouTube. But Sui is kind of like they're trying to be one step above Atom with interoperability and making everything be as fluid as water. So that is their goal. So we'll see if that's a good project. Right now, it hasn't fallen below a dollar. So I might be just putting a little test money into it to see how it goes, so it stays on my watch list and on my uptick on my portfolio.
That could definitely be a good watch for the next run.
Exactly, because it just went live 3 weeks ago, around the end of April. It still hasn't tested. Volume's still very low on the coin, and it's offered on the major exchanges: Binance, KuCoin, Uphold. Although right now, a lot of hard wallets you can't switch it to a hard wallet yet.
No, that's not good.
So that's the only thing right now. But if you wanted to put some money, I'd like I'm probably gonna put $500 in it, see how it goes. Like I said, if it spikes up, I'm cashing out. And if it's on an exchange, I can cash out immediately because the crypto exchange will buy it for me. So I don't have much to say other than just guys should be really paying attention to everything, including markets, stock market as well. Um, there's a lot of good buys out there as well. Like Walmart, Amazon's definitely a good buy right now at like $97 a share. Or no, it's $114 a share, I think. Last I checked. Like there's a lot of good buys there too. So you can make more money outside of crypto too. It's not just crypto that you can make a lot of your money in. But with that said, I think we're gonna end this stream. We had a pretty good sesh. We'll definitely have to see you guys a little later on tomorrow. Don't forget we do the morning chat every Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 9:30 start, and we usually go about an hour. If you guys have any questions, certainly you can email. You can go to our Facebook page and request there, message there. Definitely can answer any and all questions you may have. Link is in the YouTube description to go to the Facebook page. It's also on TikTok, or the YouTube is on TikTok. You can click my profile, go right to TikTok. But thank you guys for all your support. Thank you guys for watching. I'm definitely going to chat with you later and see you guys in a little bit.